Now a first carry for Dion Lewis. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 11. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Second and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep, so that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dion Lewis. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Seahawks, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Chris
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They go read option with Wilson. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out for... And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, Wilson. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Giants' 8-yard line.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Off the play fake. Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the handoff, Lewis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Darrell Taylor brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Handoff comes to Hyde. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Run. Check 14.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Kill. 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run high, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
That's the end.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume the 3rd quarter. This is DJ Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54 miles. I'll go special.
Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4-yard gain.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
49-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point.
He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end Toilolo. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Toilolo.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Lewis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
The tackle made.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Giants.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Jones on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. This is Lewis on the handoff, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Is good.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads and start to cut the tape off. Because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Carson on the carry.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, high. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brought down.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of...
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You got to get the ball, D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Let's go. Big ass, big. Hey, zero.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Hyde. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 27, Giants 19. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That catch good for only a couple.
Second and 8 at the 40.
Jones now off the play fake. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Jones pass.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Third down.
Back to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Caught right side, Tate. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
14, 14, buddy. Hey, easy. Tuck.
They run with Calais. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on 2nd down.
Watch out.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon.
Greatest show
He's
on
at
earth,
the
baby.
40. 20. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.